We all know that Canada isn't real, but what if it was? Now, I know that is a terrifying thing to think about, but this is the kind of question that easily answers. So let's start from the beginning, the very beginning. Long ago, when the Earth was first created, ancient M&M stands populated the Earth. They would build shrines to their glorious creator M&M. It was a peaceful life. Wars did not happen, food was abundant, but let's change that. When Canada was created, so was Drake, an immortal, all-powerful being who could defeat even the likes of M&M stands. And that is exactly what he did. He traveled across all of North America, annihilating anything that stood in his path in an attempt to make all of the world Canada. Some saw him as a hero and joined his side. Others saw him as a villain and fought against him. These were the first wars in the history of humanity, and they raged on for centuries until Drake eventually became tired and decided to rest. After Columbus discovered all of America, all of Europe decided they wanted to exploit it. So they sent thousands to populate the continent full of extinct M&M stands. Eventually, the evil British under King 21 Savage's rule founded the colony of Canada. It was here where they would destroy forests from maple syrup and to build hockey stadiums. Of course, they apologized to all the trees after, but it still caused a disturbance which awoke Drake, the one who speaks for the trees. After Drake heard the news of the trees being burnt down, he was enraged. This led to him leaving a 1-star review on 21 Savage's rule on Yelp. This enraged 21, who threatened war. Drake then offered a compromise. He would make both peace and an album with 21 called Her Majesty's Lost if 21 made Canada independent. 21 accepted, and Canada became independent in 1892. Drake, now having his own country, also gave him his own army. He began building up the very first Air Force and his weapons. Soon, Canada had the strongest military in the world, and Drake planned to use it. Drake wanted revenge on Europe, so that's where he would start. Without declaring war, he invaded Western Europe, destroying everything in his path. No matter the species, age, or place, he would kill it all. This led to the first worldwide alliance in history in order to defeat Drake. Even the worst of enemies joined together to defeat the evil Canadians. However, this still didn't stop Drake. Eventually, the Canadians would take Spain, the UK, and France, pushing the Allies back to Germany and Italy. This led to American President Kendrick Lamar to initiate research on nuclear weapons, as he believed Drake was hiding a weapon which would destroy the world. Now the question is, was he? Yes. Yes, he was. Over the years, Drake had acquired a massive arsenal of ghostwriters. These ghostwriters helped create the first hydrogen bomb. However, Drake only planned on using it if his army couldn't take Europe. Eventually, the Americans created their own nuclear bomb and decided they had to use it on Drake. So they dropped 3, one on Paris, one on Madrid, and one on London. The war soon changed from conventional warfare to nuclear. Both sides would trade nukes on different cities, almost destroying the Earth in the process. But they didn't care, nor did they know. So they continued nuking each other. This went on for years until Drake realized there was no winning without the hydrogen bomb. So he did the unthinkable. He dropped the bomb on America directly on New York City, destroying Eastern America and eventually the world. You see, the Earth had been nuked so much that the Earth's core had cracked, leading to the complete destruction of the Earth. The Earth's explosion caused the sun to explode, which then caused the galaxy to explode, which then caused the universe to explode. But all of that is not true, thankfully, because Canada does not exist. Thank Morgan Freeman it doesn't, because if it did, we wouldn't. But you're probably wondering, if Canada doesn't exist, then why does Drake? Well, it's because the only part of Canada that does exist is Drake Island, where Drake was born and raised and where he lives. In our true history, Drake was the leader of Drake Island and the Soviet Union. So, he's still evil, just like Canada would be. But as I said earlier, thankfully, it does not exist. Now, this is just my educated guess of what would happen if Canada existed. So please do not take it as truth. Thank you all for watching, and please comment what you think would happen.
Off the top of the dome like man.